Hey guys, it's Sabrina with Sabrina's Craft-nanigans. I am super excited you are joining myself as well as all these other beautiful ladies today, coming at you with our 12 days of Christmas. Yes, guys, starting today, November the 1st, and every day for the next 12 days, we're gonna come at you with a different craft to get you in that holiday spirit and get you motivated, inspired. We are gonna start today, November 1st, with ornaments. Go to my description box. There is a playlist link. If you click on it, it will take you to all of our videos, giving you some information, that too, some inspiration on some ornaments for you to put together to make your house beautiful and shiny and glowing and getting in the Christmas spirit. Make sure also in my description box that our two beautiful host channel links are down there as well. Miss Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY and Miss Krista from Krista's Crafty Life. These ladies are beautiful, amazing. Go check out their channels. Click on that playlist in my description box and go see all the beautiful ladies' videos as we bring you some ornaments today. I just survived Halloween with kids. I'm a teacher, so I'm just bored and crazy. Okay. Anyway, back to squirrel. Day one, ornaments, playlist, host links. Okay, got to check Miss Brenda, Miss Krista out, as well as all these beautiful ladies in the playlist. If you don't have time to sit, watch the entire playlist, just click, let it run while you're doing something else or whatever you got to do. And then guys, take a second to hit the thumbs up for a like. Click a comment and just leave an emoji, a heart emoji, Christmas emoji. Just leave something quick and simple telling us what your favorite ornament was today, or as we go along through the next several days. Tell us what your favorites are. Tell us maybe what inspired you, or what idea you have that you're gonna take from our ideas. And then make sure you subscribe to these channels. Guys, we're going to be coming at you every day for the next 12 days. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when we're posting and what's going on for the next day. 12 days, guys. 12 days of Christmas crafts. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Start the day with ornaments. We'll come at you at day 2 tomorrow with garland and some mantle decor. Some other things along the lines will be trees and Christmas wreaths and Christmas signs and maybe some tiered tray things, and anything goes where you never know where we might come up with. You might be surprised. Guys, go click on the playlist, watch these beautiful ladies, like, subscribe, leave a quick comment, even if it's just a little heart or Christmas tree emoji, and share with your friends. These things push our videos out through YouTube, and I'm just a beginner on YouTube, and my subscribers who are already with me, you guys are the best. And even if you're not and you're just watching because I was stuck in the playlist and you know I'm crazy, and it's okay. I love you too. I love all you. Thank you guys for those who have subscribed and comment and are so encouraging. Do that for all these ladies in this playlist. They are so deserving of it. I hope you enjoy our 12 days of Christmas. I will see you in the craft room making some ornaments. Bye, guys.
Welcome to our 12 days of Christmas. Here's day 1, ornaments. Whoop, whoop. And here's your little sneak preview of my cute little Dollar Tree tree. We are going to start off with just some random things. Yep, those you'll see later. But we're going to start with our little kind of wooden, kind of not wooden, ornaments and stuff that we get from Dollar Tree. I'm taking those pieces and I'm going to show you how to turn them into ornaments. Those 2 little Santa and snowman plaques I'm going to be using. Those are metal. Got them on sale at Walmart after the season last year. I'm taking 2 squares off of that little decor hanger thing from the Dollar Tree, and I'm sanding them down where the staples were, and then I am going to get all the paper off those other sides. We all know we can rip it off, we can sand it off, we can also let it soak in paper and then scrape it off with our putty knife or a paint scraper, however, like you see I have there. So got them all cleaned up. You also want to make sure those are dry before you go doing anything to them. I have this little vintage scrapbook paper, and I thought those little metal things were a little vintage, and I know everybody's kind of into vintage kind of line of things lately. So I picked 2 pieces of paper out of that little scrapbook there to go with my little metal plaques. And I'm going to cut those out. The snowflake one obviously goes with the snowman, and the stocking one that's red goes with Santa. I just traced them, and I'm cutting them out, and then I'm going to take my Mod Podge, and I'm going to glue those on. I'm going to brush the Mod Podge. I'm making sure the wood is dry right now. You really got to make sure it's dry before you do anything. So I'm taking my Mod Podge, and I'm going to put that and brush that all on the wooden MDF stuffs. Words. I'm having trouble. Sorry. And then I take kind of the leftover, and I also put it on the back of the paper because it is thicker cardstock paper there, so make sure you get a good amount. I'm pressing it down. I did that to the both of them. I didn't do it, but once they were dry, I did show you that I sanded down around the edges and corners to get off the extra. And then I also put another coat of Mod Podge on it. Those are dry. I let them sit overnight. And here I was deciding if I wanted them squared up, putting the metal plaque onto the wooden, or if I wanted them angled. I decided I want them angled. Now, we all know metal and hot glue doesn't work very well, so I'm going to use the hot glue and my E6000, and I attach those to the wooden pieces right there. Now, I'm going to go back to my little decor piece I had, and I'm going to use this jute twine and the beads that are on it. I'm going to take advantage of it. Still saving that third square for something else, and going to save that tassel too. I am going to put 2 small beads and 2 big beads on the pieces of twine. I put a small and a big, small, and then I'm going to tie a knot in the end of it. I'm still trying to figure out how do I want to do this, and I should have cut that out, but I didn't, and you know that's just how life goes. So I'm deciding, okay, I'm playing with this because I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. So I got it down, and I decided I'm going to take this and tie it in a knot. And once I've got that tied in a knot, I got the 2 big beads at the top, 2 small at the bottom. You can divide it in half, have it all at the top, however you want when you hang it. And I'm just going to hot glue that knot to the back of the little plaques. Put the hot glue down, stick it on, and then put some hot glue on top. I didn't show it, but I also put a little piece of like painter's tape, duct tape over the top of that to really keep it sealed. Now I'm burning and singeing all the frizzy off the jute twine stuff. And there we go. There's our little Santa one. Isn't it so cute? And then there's our little Let It Snowman. Yes, that is a little crooked, but hey, it's vintage. It's old. It's supposed to look funny, right? Yeah, sure, I guess. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of the round little MDF ornaments that I got from the Dollar Tree last year. And I got those little package of gnome ornaments with the markers that are like for the kids. But hey, I like gnomes. So, yep, I'm a gnomie. I pulled all that paper off the ornament, sanded it down, and actually it didn't get it all off, so I'm going to use it as the back. That is plaster chalk paint by Waverly that I'm going to use. And I'm painting all the way around the edges and on the good side of that ornament. Because the back side where the paper was for the original ornament, I didn't get it all off. I was being lazy, didn't even cover it. You know how that goes. So I gave that about 2 coats so you can see the back right there. I also, those little gnome ornaments, they had holes in the top because, you know, they're ornaments and had hangers. So I put a little of the spackling in there and let it dry overnight. So I took the tape off of that. Now, I'm just going to use, instead of the cheapy old markers that were in that for the kids, I'm actually using my Posca paint markers to paint here. And I'm just putting my red, wishing I had done my white first, but, you know, we all learn. So you can see I used red and green for most of him, and I used white for his beard. I'm now just taking a regular black Sharpie that's fine point, and I'm going over the lines in his beard so that his beard sticks out really good. And all the lines show up because I'd kind of painted over them because those were some really skinny lines on that. But let me tell you what, y'all, this was a lot of fun. I know these were kid ornaments, but that was a blast of color. All I'm going to do now, since that is what... Oh, not yet. I decided to take my antique wax and a little bitty fan brush, and I'm just distressing the edge around the outside of the gnome. A couple places I got too much, like on the top of his hat. I kind of tried to use my wipey to get it off, but it kind of came off, but kind of not. But you know what? That's okay. I love antique wax by Waverly. I love distressing. I must have went around this 500 times, and I guess y'all need to know how to do that 500 times, so I'm keeping it in there. But there he is. So now what I'm going to do, you kind of see there's globs all over that. Well, that's because I glued the gnome down. Before I glued the metal cap back down on the top of the ornament, I had to pull it all apart, and yes, I'm starting over. So this time I put the metal cap back on the ornament, then glued the gnome on. And now I'm taking my fan brush and I'm distressing the outside edge of the ornament itself. I not only get the edge, but I also get the metal cap of the ornament at the top, and then also kind of all the way, so it really kind of looks brownish and not even plaster. I made a little lark's head knot, I do believe it's called, with just some regular old jute string, frying it again with my lighter because I like to play with fire. And there's my little gnomey ornament. I just love gnomey ornaments. But those past two were just to show you what you can do with other Dollar Tree ornaments you can find most of the year round. Okay, I'm sure we have all seen these, but I love doing these. I discovered doing all this fun last year. No, I do not like glitter, hate glitter, but at Christmas, I have a blast making these kind of ornaments. So they're just, you can either get glass or plastic, tons of different shapes and sizes, as you'll see I'll use here. You can get some at the Dollar Tree, but they're actually kind of cheaper to get at Hobby Lobby because you get them in packs, and they end up being cheaper than the $1.25 a piece at the Dollar Tree. So just keep that in mind. I filled them up with polyacrylic, and then I kind of swirl it and twirl it all around to make sure that the whole inside is coated. And then I dump the extra out and let it sit for just a second. Then I use a funnel to put the glitter in. It just makes it easier. I'm using this light blue. This one's for my youngest daughter. You see the pink one in the background was for my oldest daughter, but you'll see that strategy here in a bit. I keep adding glitter until all of the inside is covered. You can take it and just tap it, shake it like you see me doing. Or you can also take your thumb and cover the end of the ornament where you can pour everything in, and then just shake, 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 shake. I really don't like to shake it because shaking it, you're knocking it all back off the sides. And I don't waste the glitter. That stuff is not cheap, y'all. I am not wasting my polyacrylic either. That's the extra polyacrylic that I had poured out of the ornament before I put the glitter in, and I just pour that right back into my bottle, and I save it, and there's a pretty blue and pink one for now. Now I'm going to show you just some different ones. Here's a round one, but it's flat. These are kind of the square one and these wide, round, flat ones. They're easy. I'm going to end up putting some vinyl on it using my Cricut Explorer. And if you don't have an Explorer, don't panic. I show you some other different ways to do this too. These I'm going to make just an iridescent pearl white color. And same technique, same process here. I use fine glitter, and I also use some thicker, chunkier glitter. And there's the pink ornament, friends. This is why there's no pink ornament. And that also is why I have the Band-Aids on my finger. You can see I made a green one with the pearl one, and there's a round one. Okay, guys. Here's our 3 little ornaments I made that were out of glass that I used the pretty white glitter. Now, what I'm going to make is, as you can see here, I'm on my Cricut. It's going to be a little cow head with 2024. You see I have some initials down here, a J, a R, and an S. On top of the little cow head, those are going to be little red bows. Just a quick little tutorial. If you come over here, notice it put it on 3 different mats. It put my letters on mat 2. It had put my cow heads on 1, and then the little red bows on 3. But you can take everything and put it just on the one mat like this. You just make sure you check your measurements, and you make sure how many squares. Like this is like from 1 down to about 3, and then it goes across wide from 1 to about 6. So you come to your Cricut mat and you make sure it does the same, 1 to 3, width to 6. And then my letters, same thing. I started with my letters on about, not zooming in, from the 4 to about the 7. Come over here, it stretches to about the same 6. Oh my gosh, my screen is like nasty. Ooh, I need to wipe that off. Ooh, wow. Okay, so there's the other piece. It's all in black. Now you notice that I put my little bows that I wanted red. I moved these all over here to this side in the corner, so it's on the same mat.
but you notice I put the red in the corner right there. So all my pieces are on the same mats, so I only have to run the mat through one time, and hopefully if I've taken my measurements correctly, it's gonna work. So let's give it a try.
I hope that quick little tutorial helped you. I do have it in another video, and don't ask me which one because I don't remember. But they all worked out, everything measured out, and there we go. I put my red bows on my cows. There's my initials. I saved you the grief of watching me weed all that. That nifty little tool is to hold bottles. I got that from Temu, along with my scraper that has the spongy kind of in there, which I like so it doesn't scratch my glass. Always make sure before you put your vinyl decals on, take some alcohol and clean the outside of it off. And then I just used my dryer real quick to make sure it was dry so it wasn't wet when I stuck my sticker on. Now, I just pulled it off, but you're going to see I'm going to cut some slits in it. This is because of the curved surface on the ornament. Now, these bigger, rounder, these wider ones are easier to put stickers and decals on. But still cutting it a little bit, depending on how big you make your vinyl sticker, might depend on if you really actually do have to cut the slits in it or not. Sometimes it's not necessary, but I went ahead and did it here just to be on the safe side. Got all that peeled off. Now on the back, I'm going to put initial. I have a R, S, and a J for my cousin Julia, my best friend Shelly, and my other best friend Randy, and we call ourselves the Happy Heifers. We even have a Facebook page, people. Happy Heifers. You're darn right. We're heifers. Shelly has a farm with cows. That's where the heifer came from. And we're always just so jolly and happy. And we just entertain each other and keep each other going. These are like my best peeps right here. My best heifers. So I'm making them each an ornament for Christmas. So I've got the date on it. And of course the heifer with the pretty red bow in her hair. And then our initials. Once those are done and taken care of, you just pop those tops right back in, which sometimes are a pain in the rumpus. If you want, you can try to hot glue the tops on, but being metal, it's kind of meh. Now I'm going to take that really cute ribbon that I do believe I found at Michael's last year. Or I might have found it just recently. I'm going to make me a finger bow here and just make in one loop. You can slow this down while you're watching YouTube to see exactly how I make that. And if you want to watch somebody make some awesome finger bows and just awesome bows in general, you got to go check out Kathy Jo DIYs. She is the funniest thing. She is the most creative, imaginative. She is just absolutely amazing, y'all. Go check her out. Anyway, so made just a one loop finger bow, and then I just hot glued it, and I put the hot glue on the glass, not near the metal cap. And then hot glued her on, and there she is. Isn't she pretty? Our ornaments from my Happy Heifers. Okay, now, yeah, you still see the pink one up there, but yeah, you saw what happened to that. So this is my youngest daughter, Maddie's. I did get hers done, and it did not crack and fall apart on me. So I just made her little initial with flowers, have her monogram, and it's got her name in the middle. Here's why I like using the spongy end, and I like the scrapers brayers with the sponge end, because you don't have to worry about scratching your glass or plastic or anything with the rough end. And then deciding, okay, I've got the year 2024, because I always make us ornaments and I always make sure the year's on them. I didn't know if I wanted to put it on the side or the back. I went ahead and went with the back, again, making sure I cleaned it off with alcohol and then dried it real quick. And I just decided to put 2024 at the bottom, peeling off my paper there. The vinyl I used was Hello Hobby Walmart, which actually wasn't too bad. And I used Cricut transfer tape to do that. Here is some ribbon I found at the Dollar Tree, which I figured was the perfect color, and the red that's in it gives it just the right pop of red. And no, you did not see that blood that was on my finger. Ha! That was right after the pink one crashed on me, because I had put Maddie's M on the front, and then I went to put Ashton's A on front of the pink one, and then that's when it shattered right underneath me. And yeah, that was blood you saw on my finger. But you know, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. And I technically have to replace this ribbon because I did get a little blood on the ribbon. But you see nothing here. Nothing going on. Nothing happening here. Glued it on. Made sure the glue was on the glass, just like the other ones. And this time I made a 2-loop finger bow. And again, you can slow the video down and watch, but like I said, if you want somebody who does this way better than I do, go watch Kathy Jo DIYs, people. I am not kidding. She is amazing, and she's trying to reach 30,000 subscribers by Christmas. Go help her out. Okay, and now look, I'm showing you, if you don't have a Cricut or a vinyl machine, I painted these guys. I used my paint pens to do this. So of course, the green, that was a green, wide, roundish one, like my heifer white ones I did. And then this brown one is just a big round ball ornament, and they're all glass. But I'm just using my Posca paint markers to paint on these. So I got my Grinch over there. And then this one, I'm making her a little gingerbread girl. I had to look on, I was having a hard time because I needed my phone. I have to look at a picture when I'm drawing something. But I use my phone to record. So guys, that's why you didn't see me draw the Grinch face. I swear, I promise to you I drew it. I promise. You can tell when you get up close. It's kind of wonky if you can't tell from back here. But I had to look at my phone to see the picture. But I need my phone to record, so, you know. But anyway, with my gingerbread girl, once I kind of got her going and had her mouth done, I kind of decided, okay, I think I can start recording now. I know I got to make pink circles for her little cheeks. And I was just using a wet wipey there, kind of to get some of the mess off I had made. And that seemed to work really good. So if you've got your paint markers and you make a little mess, it wipes right off that glass. At least it did for me. I'm so excited about her. Now watch. In her little pink cheeks, once they dried, I put little white hearts right there on the corner where her little mouth ends. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I was so proud of myself with her. Like I said, I cannot draw unless I'm looking at a picture, but I was pretty happy with her. And I've been watching Kathy Jo, learning how to do those details in the eyes and stuff. And oh my goodness, it makes all the difference. Now I'm going to put some little eyelashes on her. And I'm just using a Jot permanent marker here to put her eyelashes on. And then some of the Grinch mouth, I just used that Jot permanent marker as well from the Dollar Tree. Those work like amazing. I took some really skinny ribbon, made a 3 or 4 loop bow on that guy, and I'm going to glue her to the top just like the other ones. Gracie's going to help me out here. You haven't met Gracie yet. There's my Gracie Lou. I figured she needed a pink bow. She's a little gingerbread girl. I don't have any like candy ribbon that was skinny, so I just had to go with the pink to make her cheeks pop a little bit. But there she is. Isn't she adorable? I'm going to finish up the Grinch here. So I did already paint it with the black marker. Now I'm taking my yellow. I was going to leave it alone because of the green color worked pretty good, but then I decided, no, I'm going to go ahead and take my yellow and put the green in his eyes a little bit to make that really pop. Okay, now guys, this is more of like a kid project that you could do with the kids because they're not the prettiest things, but this was another one I had fun with. I got these silicone molds at the Dollar Tree. This one, the candy cane ones, pieces of candy. The blue one is penguins. And then the other red one over there are bells. And I did 2 of each mold. You can see them all piled up there. I let them dry overnight. You noticed I used my heat tool as well, my heat gun. If you get the glue, you just keep putting all the hot glue in that you want to fill it up. And then if it starts getting lumpy or lots of air bubbles, take your heat gun and it just kind of melts it all back down and smooths it all out mostly. Now, you can see here, I took one of the little peppermint things, and I just used my paint markers again. It doesn't look the prettiest, but I think the kids would have a blast with this. I'm now just taking some jute twine, tying me another knot, and yep, the finger's still bleeding at this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it. I'm trying to figure out how I want it. I wish I would have put it the other way. What I'm doing now is I'm putting the tip of my glue gun into there to melt it some, since it is hot glue. And then I push the jute into that melted hole I made. And then just put a little bit more of glue on top. Cut the little extra that was hanging there off from the jute string. Let it dry. And there it is. It's so cute. I also made a bell. So there it is. It's not the prettiest, but it's cute. And then there's my bell. I painted silver and it had some holly leaves on it. And I just thought they were adorable. There it is, guys. There's my little Dollar Tree tree. And it's so cute. There's my little gingerbread girl used with paint markers. Guys, if you don't have a Cricut, you can use paint markers, stickers, decals, rub-on transfers. You do not have to have a Cricut. I had so much more fun, actually, painting those faces and painting the little glue ornaments and my little gnome right there. I had more fun doing that than I did actually putting the vinyl on those other ornaments, the heifer one and the one for my daughter. And here's some vintage. I know everybody's kind of like into the vintage stuff. I'm not really, but I know a lot of people are. So there's the two of those guys. They're kind of wonky and bent up and crooked, but hey, vintage, old, rustic. There you go. I thought they came out cute. If you're liking the heifer stuff you see back there, that is another video. It was a 5 under 5 video, Heifer Christmas. Like and subscribe. I love y'all.